Been a tough start to the season, hasn't it? What's your thoughts been on these opening 7 games that we've played in the Premier League?
It's been rough. We can't lie. It's been hard to pull together some positives. We've had some moments, but really not enough. I keep thinking back to the start of last season when we took time to gel with the new players that are coming in. It kind of feels like that's happening at the moment. However, we have seen a lot of terrible football also, a lot of individual performances that perhaps, obviously the players are downing tools. I haven't seen any of that, but you have to think like that first half against Bournemouth was...
That was probably the worst of all 7, wasn't it?
That was absolutely shocking. I mean, I still think the first 20 minutes against Newcastle away was pretty stunning. Yeah. I just wish we could just revert back to that and have the confidence there. But
that opening day at St James's Park was brilliant, wasn't it? The first 30 minutes until the sending off, we were brilliant, weren't we? We were good all game, really. But
I think for me is the fact that teams aren't having to do a lot to beat us. That's the most disappointing thing. They're not really having to pull out a second gear to get 3 goals past us, which has got to be an alarm bell for a lot of people here. But I'd certainly hope we can turn it around against Leicester next week.
It's a big game against Leicester. Let's focus on the Leicester game. Huge game. We've had tough times against them in the last couple of seasons. They put 9 past us last season, didn't they, over the 2 games?
You don't have to say that number. Never say that number.
Never say the 9 with less. I get it all the time.
No. It's going to be a tough game. I mean, they're fighting for... I mean, they've already got a win, haven't they?
They got a win. The Bournemouth before the international break.
So, I mean, now that they're not going to get a points deduction for the financial issues...
Found their way around that one.
Yeah, it feels like there's suddenly... Well, it's going to be a lot harder to stay up than it perhaps once was in our own minds, but they're going to be a tough test. But it's really up to us, really. If we can't get a win here against Leicester, alarm bells should be ringing. Really.
Yeah, a lot of talk around the style of football. We're gifting teams so many chances. The manager's under loads of scrutiny already. It's constantly in the press. We're in the Premier League. It's like the microscope of the Premier League. Everything's magnified now, isn't it?
Yeah. You can't put a foot wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, I keep thinking back to the time when we got relegated from the Premier last time out, and we were dreadful. And we're probably 10 points off survival, but it's you can't help but think we've got to do a lot better than that. I mean, we can't do any worse than what we did last time out. So
that's what I keep thinking. What needs to change for you to start getting results in the Premier League?
I think for us we need to find our strongest 11.
Hasn't really found that, has he?
No, and I think
chopped and changed loads.
Yeah, but when it works for us, it's always a case of like you can. I mean, the easiest job for us is like we pick our preferred 11. It's an obvious choice. We still can't do that. I mean, I think Dibbling cemented his place on that right wing. The left side, I think, is still up for grabs.
Yeah, there's nobody really nailed down that left side.
No.
Who feels it for you, that left side? Because it is a problem, isn't it? Because Brereton Diaz has come in and really struggled, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Ryan Fraser's played it a little bit, but not quite got up to speed.
No, I mean, we've got a lot of almost players, a lot of versatile players that can play there, but can they actually put in a performance at Premier League level? I think Ben Brereton Diaz has been a big letdown for a lot of people. He's got to look at himself really in terms of what he can do to get game time. You just got to hope there's a player in there. But that left side's a problem. I think in midfield, Big Les had a couple of really good performances, but against Bournemouth didn't really
had
look
that tough
that
run
great.
against Bournemouth, didn't he?
Really
he needs to nail down the 11. Do you think the style of football needs to change? Do you think he needs to go back to front quicker? There's the option now. Obviously, he played Ross Stewart against Arsenal, got injured after 25, and give Paul Onuachu a chance. And he's been a big talk around the fan base. Everybody wants to see him given a chance. Do you see him as a big option now?
Got Onuachu.
Onuachu, yeah.
Yeah, no, I think, well, from what I saw from the little clips at Arsenal, I thought he looked really good. So, I mean, look, is Ross Stewart going to be able to cut it in the Premier League? I mean, last time he scored a goal was in League One, but he's obviously, there's a player in there somewhere, but is it a Premier League quality? But yeah, we've got to give Onuachu a chance. For 2 months, we haven't got a choice. We haven't got a choice. I mean, Cameron Archer scored a great goal against Arsenal, but, you know, we need goals. We need lots of them.
We do need goals. We've got the kids behind us as well. How you doing, guys? Final thoughts for the Leicester game. Got a score prediction for us?
Not that number you referred to earlier.
It's got to be a win, isn't it?
It's got to be a win. It's either going to be like a scrappy, exciting 2-1 or a 1-0. I don't want to say... Actually, well, it's going to be Southampton win. I'm going to say it.
Might come with a Southampton win. What's coming up on Matchday Vlogs this week? I'll link all your channel in my description below. What's happening in Matchday Vlogs this week?
This week, we'll probably be doing lots of live previews, maybe get the chance to catch up with a few. Leicester fans, so we'll wait and see, but maybe link up with ourselves to talk about the fixture ahead.
Definitely.
So yeah, it'll be good.
It's a big few weeks. Make sure you go check out Matchday vlogs. Mike's content is unbelievable, the best in the business. Mike, thank you very much indeed.
Thank you,
Thanks,
mate.
mate. Related you are.
No worries.
Yeah.